وَكَيْفَ تَصْبِرُ عَلَى مَا لَمْ تُحِيطْ بِهِ خُبْرًا. Suratul-Kahfi, Surah number 18, ayat number 68. وَكَيْفَ, and how, تَصْبِرُ, you are patient. We need to connect these two parts. And how could you be patient? عَلَى مَا, over what, or over something that. Lam tuhit, you don't have. I'll explain that a little bit more. Bihi, about it. Khubran, news or information. If you want to make it into a running translation, it would be something like, and how could you be patient over something that you don't have news about or information about? We don't need to say about it. That is not how English is spoken or written. Anyway, we have understood this part because the it references back to the news, or you don't have any news about it. Anyway, so news or information. But let us deep dive a little bit more, because this word lam tuhit does not simply mean you don't have. It's a little bit more important than that, or more deep than that. So this word has appeared before. Ahata bihim suradikuha. So ahata bihim suradikuha. I think it appeared in verse number 29, Suratul-Kahfi, verse number 29. Ahata bihim suradikuha. How the canopies, the tents, surrounded them in the wrongdoers, or will surround them in the hellfire. And those tents will not have any roofs. So when they ask for rain, they will be rain. And we have explained all those things before. Anyway, so basically, hawata, the root word, means all-encompassing. So just in terms of information, if you have all-encompassing information, and the negation of that is being suggested. So how do we emphasize the negation is a bit tricky. So you cannot possibly, you don't have all-encompassing about it news. It's very odd translation. So you have this concept in the background, all-encompassing khubran, all-encompassing news, all-encompassing information. With that information in mind, background in mind, let us try to reassess the situation. Bihi and khubran is not in the standard word order, so naturally emphasis is required. So instead of, but bihi, about, is fine. Khubran, instead of news or information, better would be in this case awareness, and to compensate for that all-encompassing word which we could not use, we are substituting real awareness. Instead of awareness, we're saying real awareness. Now read it and it will give the connotation which it sort of indicates or implies. Let's read the English ones. You will understand what I'm saying. And how could you be patient with something that you don't have real awareness about? See how it makes sense? So all this because of going deep into the root word analysis of hawata and how it all comes together. So simple verse. I think these verses are short. The last few verses, next few verses too, will be shorter ones. They're deep in meaning, not many intricacies, a few of them, and we can do justice with these verses as we proceed. Sometimes we would need to go back to a few verses, as I mentioned about during our discussion about the last session as well. So let's read it once more. وَكَيْفَ تَصْبِرُ عَلَى مَا لَمْ تُحِيطْ بِهِ خُبْرًا. And how could you be patient over something that you don't have real awareness about? Okay, by the way, this is Khizr al-Islam continuing his response to Musa alayhi salam. So the same thing is going on over here. So now, with that context, obviously, let's read the English once more with the word hawata meaning and with awareness that. So Musa alayhi salam, can I accompany you? The first response, you'll not be able to have patience with me. And now he's giving the reason also. And how could you be patient over something that you don't have real awareness about? So this was the verse, and we'll proceed with the next verses.